Hello, everybody. Can you hear that? When people pop in, I want you to tell me what the sound is like on that. I don't know if I want to have the if you're watching along, let me know. With the I can leave the audio on, or I can turn it off. Now it's not going to be on just yet. It's going to be on in about 3 minutes, if that. But obviously it's Channel 4 in the UK. If you're in other countries, I don't know if you can use all 4 or anything like that. I'm not sure about that. But just let me know what the audio is like on the sound on the TV. If you want that turned off, on or off. So I would like to listen to it, basically. But we can just go through and talk about the toys as and when they come up. So I'm hoping that you're watching it, but you're hoping that you're watching me. I'd like to put it up, but obviously can't. I'm not so sure about the audio, to be honest with you. I could do with muting this audio because I'll probably get a copyright strike for that. Or copyright claim for that music. But I'm talking over it as well, so that does help. So I'm just going to wait until go to the adverts. I'm hoping that the adverts won't do anything, but we'll see. So is everybody? Everybody having a good New Year's Eve? Yeah. Already had fireworks out there already. So if you hear some banging, that's why. So would you want the audio on, or would you want me just to talk over it?
New Year's Day at 9 on Channel 4. Good morning, Potter.
I mean, what's the audio like on that? Let me know. Can you hear that? Hey, John. Obviously, you can't see that. You can't see it, so you want the audio on. I want the audio on because I want to listen to it too. But it's just a shame that people in America. I mean, you could probably watch this back over. Maybe, yeah. I don't know. I don't know how it'd work. I don't even be able to watch it. I don't know if all 4 is all over the world. I'm not sure. I couldn't tell you. Audio's fine. Happy holidays. Sounds okay. It's me good microphone, you see. See, it's not the most expensive microphone, but it's a bloody good one. Newer always do good stuff. I always buy newer. Right, so it's good. We're going into it now. Hey, Dave. How are you? Let me know how you want to watch this, because I want to listen to it. Crittenden and Paddington, no, I've seen it a few times. Yeah, so here we go. Oh, adverts. I'll mute the adverts, obviously, because I don't want to get a copyright claim for the advert music. I'll probably get shut down by Channel 4 for actually putting it up anyway. But anyway, here we go. So if people don't know who Keith Lemon is, he's from my area.
I've always been the mature, handsome man that sits before you today. No, I was once a child, just like everybody else. Very easy.
Turn it up a bit. Can you hear that all right?
Crying and sitting up and stuff. But despite all the tears and tantrum, there is something magical that can bring cheer to your younger years and create memories that can last well into your adult.
It should be more of a Christmas programme, not a New Year.
Magical things I speak.
It should be on Christmas Eve, this. Why don't they put this on Christmas Eve?
Wonderful.
And it's about toys. Toys you got at Christmas. There's a Scout Walker without his lid. Get one with a lid, man. Running Falcon in the background. Nice Lego. Turtles, E-Man.
Of the best-selling toys from the past 50 years.
So it is. It's not. I don't think it's a countdown. It's not a countdown. It's just the best-selling toys of the last 50 years.
Oh, this is so mad. This is taking me back to my childhood.
It's only fair I invite some of my friends.
Yeah, Jonathan Ross did a top 100. I've seen that a few times. Yeah.
On a trip down memory lane.
Who's doing it a bit? He does Jonathan Ross.
So kick back and relax.
Yeah, Keith Lemon almost did with John Embron, didn't he? Hey, Christopher.
And discover why these wonderful toys play such a vital
So let's see how many people we know from this in this program. There, David.
What a geek.
That's so cool.
David Whiteley.
What's not to love about that?
Yeah, he's been on my podcast.
Selling toys. First up, we go into the 70s. The decade that fashion forgot. People looked ridiculous back then. They wore brightly coloured clothes. They had long hair and beard. The 1970s saw a whole range of toys flood the market that would allow kids to travel through space and time, mainly on big orange footballs. And the introduction
Space
of
hoppers.
technology that would change the way we played forever.
Like it was always number one.
Yeah.
I don't know, because the 80s and 90s, it weren't. Oh, there you go. There's the figures. That's what we're here for.
It was on everything as a kid. It was on t-shirts, lunchboxes, and of course, the toys.
Could have David White on, aren't you, for the Star Wars?
The board game with repetitive
The Polar Boys should have been on. He should have been asking our opinions. That's what I say.
to every kitchen table in the country. The insatiable appetite for
You're going to share video? No, I can't share video.
feeding frenzy.
That needs a watch along, so you need to, like I say, it's a UK thing. I don't know if there's ways around it. You can do it. I can't show it. I shouldn't really be doing the audio. But Hungry Hippos is on now.
So simple, so fun. Set up and
It's just a talking edge program, really. It's just showing you
just smash.
the toys that from the last 50 years, it says. So it's not a countdown. I thought it might be like a countdown.
But the problem is, you get a game like Hungry Hippos. Nobody wants to lose. We all want to win.
Yes.
For the Amazonian Redhead Jordan cut about us.
Favourite game.
So it's
And you
Toyota.
start smacking it, and then it just stopped working.
It's very similar. It did go into
The roads
storage.
a lot more.
By the end of the 70s, Hungry Hippos had sold over 1 million units, making it one of our UK best-selling toys.
So that was when I was a child.
Back in the stone.
What the nation needs now is more Hungry Hippos.
What does
In fact, don't we need Hungry
what shall Brandreth know about toys? Should have had us on.
What we all need on our speedy journey through our 70s top-selling list is a creative pit stop. At number 4 is a magical
So it is a countdown.
spell on kids across the country with a whole new
I don't
kind
know.
of creative craft.
Shrinky Dinks.
And the wholesome
And that's more of an American thing, ain't it? Not British.
supervision.
We didn't have Shrinky Dinks. I can't remember us having Shrinky Dinks. That's an American thing.
Crafty low price point and the opportunity to shrink your favorite designs into
Anybody in the UK remember having that?
So Shrinky Dink sales grow to over 365 million globally.
It's quite bizarre.
Brandreth has taken Stephen Fry's role as expert on bloody everything.
Wielding your mysterious power.
Peter Jenkinson,
You
toy expert. Never heard of him.
We had to put them in the oven. And then when we pull them out,
I'll look him up though.
with the keyring we created.
Shrinky Dinks are weird in how.
The equivalent was we used to put crisp packets in the oven and they go really small. That's basically what Shrinky Dink's done.
Jals who do his top 10 woolly jumpers.
Like cool keyring.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, what's that keyring? Is it like Kangol or like Adidas?
I was watching my Star Wars guide collection video. I haven't got all the way through it.
Kids watching, don't put your toys in.
Do you own the Star Wars Atlas guide or Reader's Companion? I've got a lot of books at my mum's, to be honest with
It was
you.
another revolutionary game where the only thing that needed winding up was your imagination.
Number 3.
Now, it might look in this app, these guys are just sitting
Dungeons
in
and
the room,
Dragons.
chatting and doing weird facial expressions. But you're wrong. They're actually brave warriors.
Oh, what have I missed about this? What is this countdown? Is this?
It was a new type of game. You know, it involves sort of fancy role play.
John Wallace.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Where have they got these people from?
Becoming a massive bestseller in the 70s, with each print run rapidly selling out.
Shrinky dinks. Yeah, we didn't have them.
One of you would play maybe a warlock.
I might have missed something. It might be the
available.
top American, so I don't know.
Be kind of the game leader, and the narrator
Great job title, toy expert. That's me.
Oh no,
That's my title. That's what I mean.
Some people say there are different ages at which you say goodbye to your children.
I mean, David Whiteley, yeah, because he's done the toy. He's done the Star Wars documentary. He's done the Palatoy documentary. You know what I mean? He's,
6 or 7.
but these other guys.
And thanks to the nail-biting, binge-inducing Stranger Things Netflix drama, Dungeons and Dragons features heavily as the pastime of this.
Looks like a UK spin-off American show. Shrinky Dinks. Never on my radar as a kid. No, we didn't. Shrinky Dinks.
I want to pretend to be
Crossbow and Catapults was more popular UK fantasy game. It was.
And I want to kill the goblin. I want to unlock the chest by rolling a 5.
Can you hear it? Can you hear it? All right. Just let me know if you can't hear it. I'm not being shut down as yet. It's only a matter of time, I would have thought. I might be going under the radar.
This range of toys was
Playmobil.
pure joy. The plastic figures at 7.5 centimeters tall.
I also had busybodies. I used to have busybodies overplay people.
A large head, big smile, and no nose.
Oh, that needs rechroming.
Amongst the first product series,
I've got a chrome pen and I just keep... I'm rechroming everything. It's excellent.
but Playmobil figures were deliberately not given names in order to spark young imaginations.
You'll often see children.
See, that's it. There's nothing...
The voice of the character.
Apart from Lego, that stirs kids' imagination anymore. And that's what's lacking in this world, I think.
This here Eric here, and I'm James and the sheriff. And like,
Remember all these talking heads sit on the shoulders of interns, googling the ass off toy sites. Yeah, true.
Except for the fact that you.
Hey, man, what we're watching at the bottom, it says that. That's why I put the thing at the bottom. It is Britain's best loved toys of the last 50 years, apparently, but all these have just been American so far. I'd love to be able to show it. Maybe I could have reversed it, or I should have tried really, but.
It's a range of toys that blasted its way into our affections at light speed from a galaxy
Here we go.
far, far away.
Star Wars.
These were the toys you were all looking for. In 1977, this epic new space adventure smashed box office records with its futuristic take on a classic tale of good versus evil.
I'm surprised they're using any
production values were applied to the
pictures of it. No audio though.
By what looked like a young Luke
You can
Skywalker.
get away with it.
Just press output of work.
Good old lightsaber.
Oh God.
Everyone knew about Star Wars, whether you watched it or not. It was just Star Wars overlay, wasn't it? And it still is.
I think as a child, the most amazing thing.
See,
was
David
it had this
knows his
incredible
stuff.
film that really broke through everything.
Debbie just tell us.
And then you get a toy.
Hey, Jonathan.
Up until this point, you hadn't really had a toy that had really taken off.
All right, yeah. Yeah, you chat up on the phone.
So I think it appeals to children's sense of whose side are you on? Are you a good guy or a bad guy? All of those things I think are just great for children.
And the film's creator, George Lucas, had to box clever to eventually supply millions of kids with toys he knew they'd love.
So he supplied them, did he?
No one believed that Star Wars was going to be that successful until Star Wars was.
George Lucas did them all himself.
Everybody wanted these toys. But the problem was they weren't going to be ready for Christmas. So ingeniously, they came up with something called the Early Bird Gift Certificate Pack.
I've just done a video on that. You don't want to know my imagination when it comes to toys. It's very violent. Why? Don't. I would never do that, even as a kid.
The empty box illustrating the highly anticipated figures.
And it told people that with the kids
Remember not to cry when you react to things. Yeah, I know.
In the spring, you will
Yeah, everybody's doing videos about it a week later.
This isn't going to work. But it did.
And for the UK firm Palatoy, who produced the figures, the profits were out of this world.
In 1978, it boosted their sales at Palatoy to 20 million.
Star Wars not only secured its place as the best-selling toy of the 70s, but over 40 years later, Star Wars themed toys have sold
thought that was
over
Action Man.
£10 billion worth worldwide.
So the toy of the decade was Action Man, 70s.
Everybody wants a baby Yoda. Can I take this one? Just this one.
What's that going to do at 70s?
Oh, Jedi, am I?
She's squeezing it for.
We'll be moving to the greatest decade in history, the 80s. But first,
So they're doing it
Bad Boy.
decade by decade. So all those 70s things, apart from Star Wars, were a load of crap. I'm going to pause. I'm just going to mute it now for the adverts because you don't want to see the adverts. So that, yeah, a bit of a letdown for the 70s. There's only the Star Wars really, and they just botched it totally. So he's not. It's just like one of those for the people. To see the people that it's aimed for probably are going to be watching it. The people like us who collect the toys know a lot more than that. They're actually telling us. So anyway, we'll watch it through. I'll watch it through. another 45 minutes of it. I can ask you questions. Ask me some questions. I've just done a couple of videos today, and I'm really excited about putting them out. But I'm going to stagger them. I bet UK Toy Dot would hack back to the shops. The toys were sold. Yeah, it would. It would. It's like I did the video of all the places I used to get toys, and that really brought me back. It was brilliant. I'm not crying, by the way. I'm not going to cry. That was crazy profits from a toy company back in the 70s. It was, yeah. But there's been no toy line like Star Wars. And to be honest with you, I don't think there'd be any toys like that now. If I genuinely believe that. I mean, they're all like 7-inch and 12-inch figures before Star Wars came along. And because they wanted to put the characters in shape, the shapes and the play sets, things like that, they shrunk them down. Plus, there was an oil shortage as well, so they wanted to use less plastic. So there's a few things. It's like the Boba Fett. That's total myth. It's not due to safety. It's just because they couldn't get it to work properly for the money that they were putting it out for. There's a bit of truth in the battle. I mean, the Battlestar Galactica missile did actually kill a kid, one kid. And that was tragic, I know, but it didn't mean that rocket firing stuff didn't come out after it. Didn't stop rocket firing stuff coming out. So that's just a myth. I'm trying to read the chat. I'm trying to keep an eye on what if it's coming back on. From one toy line, yeah, because Star Wars was the toy line. I agree. The toys of the 1970s would be Action Man. Yeah, Action Man was the toy of the decade, 1970s. I'm sure it was. Was it 60s or was it 70s? I'll check that. It was one of them. It was either 60s or 70s, and I assume it would be 70s. No, Action Man was used in the 70s. Yeah, the Shrinky Dinks. We didn't have Shrinky Dinks. What the hell's going on? I'm gonna strong email. Right now, Mark, I'm doing a fun. Christopher. What about toys? This is a stream about toys tonight, man. Also, Star Wars was even bigger in the 80s. Marginally, it's back on.
Before the break, we saw Star Wars really.
He talks worse than me, doesn't he? He's got. He puts it on a bit, I know.
80s, a decade known for widely spread nuclear disarmament.
You think I've got a thick Yorkshire accent?
War. But more important than any of that It was the decade that saw the release of Back to the Future, and it was the rise of breakdancing.
He loves Back to the
I
Future,
saw
doesn't
it,
he? There were no toys
and
there.
I did it. Hence, still got it.
That's going to give me a clip.
Leg warmers and massive shoulder pads.
Oh no, I'll have to keep talking over that because I don't want them to hear that. Care Bears. Oh, look at this, My Little Pony. It's all the kid, all the girl stuff. So number 5 for 1980s is Rubik's Cube. That was the number 1 toy for 1 year. The number 5.
3D puzzle known as the Rubik's Cube was invented in 1974 by Hungarian designer Erno Rubik.
Public school boys produce and research these shows. There's room for a better documentary on real UK nostalgia era specific anecdotes, like on my channel.
Like, I was probably undiagnosed ADHD when I was a kid, so I was...
We all did, love. We all did. It's called being a kid.
Totally missing the point of it.
How many hours have I wasted trying to do this? Never ever managed to achieve it.
The craze quickly went global, and by 1983,
would G.I. Joe 3.75 not have been bigger in the US?
Like this guy, I used to like
no, because it didn't come out to the 80s.
My memory of this is it just.
Toyline was massive. Yeah, it come out after, just like when Star Wars was going away. G.I. Joe was coming. No, it wasn't. They had more product out there, more characters and figures and everything like that. But it wasn't as big as Star Wars.
Get a spoon drive in the corner. You can prize the outside.
Got to go your pick every time. Says you're eating at the wrong time.
It's going to be perfect. And then yeah, that's how you do a Rubik's Cube.
G.I. Joe became the biggest after Star Wars, yeah, and basically because of all the figures and play sets, plus having the 300 figures, yeah, they had more characters. See, that's it. That's what gets me. There's no imagination like that in toy companies anymore. Like the He-Man, they wouldn't be able to come up with the names like they had back in the He-Man days, and the G.I. Joe coming up with 300 different characters. Hasbro's got it so easy with Star Wars and Marvel. That's why they do those, because they don't have to think up the characters. Nobody in Hasbro could think up new characters. There's no toy company at the moment that's doing anything new. It's all rehashes. And don't get me started. I'm on a rant.
The history of Lego is very.
What the smeggies are shrinking ink. Yeah, exactly.
Lego achieved.
What the hell?
They were in competition with Playmobil, who were selling sets.
Looking at Dragon Ball figures. I don't like Dragon Ball. I like Yu-Gi-Oh.
They obviously recognised that.
I get Yu-Gi-Oh figures.
It's good for the brain, isn't it? Like, kind of trying to figure out how to make something.
I wasn't too fond of the action figures. Action features that the figures came with weren't made by a different company. We're on to Lego now, by the way, which was more of a 70s thing than 80s.
Trains are quality, and I guess
they don't research these. I think they just throw something like that. But well, put that on. So number 3, how's Lego number 4?
We go from the Lego train to the money train. See what I did there? When $1 marketing campaign turned the whole world upside down.
Cabbage Patch. Yeah, Cabbage Patch. Again, that was a bigger American thing than a UK thing. This is supposed to be Britain's favourite best toys. So I'd say Lego is over.
Invented in 1976 and hit
Rubik's Cube's probably better than Cabbage Patch Kids.
Each with their own unique features had a cleverly designed marketing campaign that involved each doll being born.
I remember picking up Action Force figures just as they were bringing the G.I. Joe characters. That was during the Return of the Jedi toy line coming out. No, the Action Force was 84, was it?
I didn't actually have a Cabbage
83, 84? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Make believe, but
What about Transformers? Yeah, I'm hoping that it's going to be. I mean, look what you've got for the 80s.
Part of the magic. There's definitely something magic about.
There's going to be like My Little Pony, and you know,
by the 80s, a lot of television advertising, where children really, really pester. I want that. I've got to have that.
It's a bit of a letdown, this program. I'll be honest with you. Stick with me though. It might get better.
People were fighting to get them.
People would actually camp
Yeah, Transformers and He-Man was mega huge in the 80s, exactly.
just to get their hands on the potato dolls. The craze actually set the stage for the phenomenon that has now become a normal occurrence every year.
Can't wait for Big Fortuna action figure. Complete with Sofa Love Seat. Oh, I've got a Big Fortuna. Oh, you know.
He rushes out and buys thousands of toys. Will this be the one to take the British public by storm, like it took the public in America?
And a few of you Yu-Gi-Oh figures. Nice.
I remember the cabbage patch.
I feel like Lego is bigger today than it's ever been in the past.
Making my way to Hamlet.
I don't think it's as big as it was in the last decade. I think it's dipping a bit now. I think the prices are putting people off. A lot of people do buy it because Star Wars, but you're paying double for a Star Wars set as you are as a normal set. It's the license.
We've seen some
So
big
number
companies
2.
on the list, and our next toys are no different. They are giants in their field, truly massive. Wait, they're really small, aren't they? Oh, I see. It's a metaphor.
I was very excited when I saw these.
Sylvanian
My
families.
sister had them, but I would steal them all the time.
Sylvanian families.
Sylvanian families.
What? For 80s? Just showing a Transformer as well. So what's gonna be number 1? Is it gonna be My Little Pony or is it gonna be Care Bears? Dear me.
I think its enduring appeal is because Sylvanian Families is quite a shelf-worthy toy.
That's actually man-made until this yet. No.
Nice.
No, it's supposed to be British. British toys. They've not shown one British toy yet.
Sylvanian family you could put into your pocket. Collecting in pockets, I think.
With 70s, you've got Steve Austin. Steve Austin. Oh, Evil Knievel. He still gets me about these, but that's why I wanted to do this because I knew it were going to be like this.
Just look at that little baby's dungarees. But their success wasn't built on their cuteness. They used a banging tune in their advert.
Christopher, it's not Legos, it's Lego. Sorry. If you say it once more, you're banned. Lego. Not Legos, Lego. Thank you.
Our number 1 toy from the 80s is more than meets the eye. It's a robot.
So we have got Transformers at number 1. Well, they just redeemed themselves quite a bit. That's not a Transformer, mate.
But this is just a car. Just a car. Because the 80s was such a competitive battleground for toy sellers, companies began using new and innovative ways.
Hardly anyone you knew had Lego growing up. I always had Lego. From the 70s, the 80s, 90s, I've always had Lego. I always loved it. When the figures were that big.
Its way to the top of the list by harnessing the power of the greatest art form known to man, the Saturday morning cartoon. Who could stand in the way of this guy? Not only did he have his own
Optimus.
cartoon, he had a rap cartoon with the raddest of rap theme tunes.
Transformers, robots in disguise.
Never understood.
Well, just had a few scattered Lego bricks and that's it. Not real sets or anything.
The success of these awesome toys was linked to the cartoon.
This show seems to be based on pop culture influence and not toy sales or popularity. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You had Harry Potter sets as a kid. Oh, come on. You're making me feel old. Big fat chill net, yeah.
This is Optimus Prime, and he was a truck, but getting them apart was a real.
This is Optimus Prime. Should have got Tez on.
Look at that, and I'm here.
Hello there. Well, hello there.
You've got a truck with a bloke's head sticking out the top.
Oh dear.
It was that easy.
Lego is stupidly expensive these days, and no wonder parents are buying consoles for the kid. That is that. That is the thing with Lego is it's nice to build, it's relaxing and like that. But once you built it, it's still Lego, isn't it? It's not,
starting
you know.
something off for children in the screen format, and then saying to them, and look, here, you can.
My hair growing out along with Transformers mask, G.I. Joe, He-Man, Star Wars,
Create your own
and
story,
Robotics. I never had Robotics.
that you really enjoyed, and that's the noise you're making.
Your brother had Cabbage Patch and Pound Puppies.
Obviously try and make the voice so hard, but you make it. It's fun.
Robotics, suction cup based R2 looking things.
Next up is the 90s, the decade of Britpop.
Transformers #1, hell yes. I think I'm going to go to a break, so I'm going to pause, I'm going to mute it, and I'll read some of the chat.
Excuse me, that's me Tamagotchi.
Oh no,
It's dead.
Barbara, me Tamagotchi is dying.
Oh, I'm going to cry. This is when I cry. Is that when I cry? Oh, they're not actually going into a break. Oh, no, they're not listening to the Spice Girls.
And even trying to replace our pets.
Furbies.
It was also the decade when
Pokemon.
the next
Pokemon's got to be #1 on it. That's
We start the 90s off with a 60s twist.
I always felt He-Man was a wannabe Conan. Well, it was wanted. They wanted to do a Conan line, but they couldn't do it, so they had to make their own up.
Tracy Island toy was a stellar plastic replica.
Yeah, Tracy Island.
Base.
We all had Tracy Island, didn't we?
Features like this rocket you could pull out of a hole, and these palm trees that fell over.
In my top 10 toys that were influenced by parents.
I missed out on eBay the other week on one of those. Boxed, complete. Went for £15. I don't know. I don't know why I missed it. How I missed it. That's not the original Optimus. No, it wasn't, was it? Got it, man. Come on.
Good old Blue Peter. Get down, chef.
Can not spend an hour tracking down the GU1 Transformer? Yeah, especially Optimus. Come on.
looks alright, actually.
Keith Lemon has a toy. Well, he's got a toy collection. I did message him when I were in the shop and ask him to come in, but don't get anything back from him. I've met him a couple of times.
The whole thing was made of paper mache.
Bumped into him a couple of times, but he's not, as such, responded to me. It'd be nice to get him on, actually. I know he wouldn't do, but...
Really, is it? So, Brains, I hope you're pleased with your brand new home.
Blue Peter, homemade. Jersey Island.
Number 4 wasn't one Blue Peter could prepare earlier. Well, not without an engineering degree.
Game Boy.
The one that had the most impact on my life.
1990, and the whole
Friend of mine has nothing but Transformer figures.
arrival of new tech wonder. It was
Nothing wrong with that. Zoids were the Zoids. Yeah, they weren't that successful, were they?
the mind-blowing legend himself.
They were nice. They came out a few times, about 3 or 4 times. And they never stuck.
Instantly became a hit, going on to sell 118 million worldwide.
Glad they're doing Forgotten Realms figures.
Right now. Like, just doing that with the keys.
We should get the current Japanese Zoids range, though. That'd be nice.
He was just 8-bit gaming, but at the same time, he's entertaining.
Anthony Turner gently placing Thunderbird 1 into a Tracy Island.
You enjoy it. Just
Oh, smut. I don't know. Love it.
Of course, technology does
Oh,
come with its
that
dangers.
Tetris.
Oh, laughing tune.
I'll take you back on it.
The Game Boy. They felt they'd lost their children.
Go back and watch Black Side. It's amazing how similar it is to He-Man. Yeah.
It's the size of a mobile phone.
That, something it didn't really dawn on me until recently. I know it's a bit stupid, but when Turtles came out, you obviously got all the other knockoffs, the Street Sharks, and everything. I never really clicked that they were like knockoffs, like Animals are dogs and Animals as humans. You know why it never clicked on me, I don't know. I never took much notice of them anyway. Never really into the Turtles. Never got any anything like that. There's also Tracy Island of the car boat. Yeah, with the trees are always broken off. Tried 3 times for a Conan line. They did Thunder, the Black Star, and the Masters of the Universe. And finally hit the right formula, He-Man. And the kids responded. Yeah, but I thought they were doing. Mattel were doing. Had were going to do a Conan line. It was going to be based on Conan, but they couldn't get the license or something like that. Something like that, anyway. I'll have to watch that. Toys that made us again.
These things become an obsession because everyone's got one and it's just what you do. It's like what you do. It's like playing with Tamagotchi. But yeah,
First two shows are god awful cartoons, hence the toys never sold.
Tamagotchi, I think, seemed to just become the toy that every
Retain the
child
two-sided
has.
swords.
And maybe in the beginning,
Well, it's all the same company. Filmation, you can see the evolution of the Conan line. Through the years until it stuck with He-Man.
They were supposed to live forever.
Yeah, because
They didn't actually feed those
again,
before we were connecting it.
they didn't have
So basically,
a great idea between them, did they? In the 70s and 80s, they were all like ripped off from Japanese cartoons, Battle of the Planets, Power Rangers. They're all ripped off. Transformers. They're all ripped off from Japanese cartoons and toy lines. Nothing original.
It wasn't the first of its kind, with playground fads starting in the 1950s with marbles, which paved
Gotta be
the way
Pokemon,
for
innit?
conkers and top trumps. But none of these were as
Conkers.
fancy as the infamous Pog.
Pog?
So
Wow.
this is the thing where you line your pogs up like this on the page.
So Pogs
right?
are
And you get
are above
slammer, which is a thick,
Pokemon
chunky
cards.
plastic pog,
Don't think so.
and you throw it, and all the pogs that turned over, you got to keep those pogs.
Best toy vehicle I used to own was the Batplane from the animated series. I'd like to get out of the Batwing from 89 Batman. That'd be nice to own.
At this point, if you're old like me, you're probably a bit confused as to how this looks.
Remember Samurai Pizza Cats
So popular,
predated Turtles? Did it really?
sold 30 million of them.
Are you sure? Are you sure about that? Because Turtles was very early in the 80s. Just when it became popular in 88, they had been doing it a long time before.
Pogs did have a bit of a reputation. The bad boy of the toy world got itself banned from school.
I didn't get why Turtles was so popular. Another clip with I can see why.
I think when
He just wasn't something for me.
then they just increased their value.
I'm sure if
A lot of those animated series toys were awesome. Yeah, they were. Wonder Bread He-Man.
A quick break and a refreshing.
I'm going for a break. Mr. Frosty.
Ooh, lovely.
Gotta put some flavour in it.
Green trees!
Oh dear. Yeah, it's a bit funny with our scripts. I don't know who's writing a script for him. I remember the first Turtle comics, they were aimed at adults and something you would never let as a kid read, yeah. Really slicing down. Well, that's it. There were Hero Turtles in the UK and they didn't have nunchucks. They were all blacked out. Blacked out nunchucks. That's a name for a channel, isn't it? Oh, no, not Pogs. Yeah, Pogs number one. How's Pogs number one in the 90s? Everybody get right into Channel 4. We want his own series. Taxi Crusaders and Road Dogg were my favourite Hero Turtle riff. I mean, the thing is, like you're saying with that G1 Transformer, surely one of those presenters, if they were real collectors, would have had one. If they've asked one of us lot, we'd have had one. I've got my Soundwave. It's in bits on my table at the moment because I've just been rechroming it. But you can probably see the gap there in the cabinet there where it's just come out of. So that's good. That's Crusader and Road Dogg. Yeah, Adult Comics turned into a kids' cartoon, yeah. But the marketing money standpoint is a brilliant move by the creators. The Lego one. Lego what? Looks awesome, but costs time to build. Hey, if you want to buy it, I'll build it. That's the thing. I'd love to buy all the Lego and just build it and then sell it, because once you build it, it's just still Lego, isn't it? I like building. I love just relaxing and building the bloody thing, but then it's doing what to do with it afterwards. I mean, I had the Red 5 X-Wing, I had the Slave one, I had the Ghostbusters house, Firehouse. I'd all the big sets, but once I had them, they just sat there and gathering dust, so I sold them all. I only bought the Slave one because they didn't have the Firehouse. Oh no, it was the other way around, sorry. I went to get the Slave one and they didn't have it, so I got the Firehouse, which was £100 more than the week after I went and got the Slave one. That's when I had a bit of money. Then another friend of yours has every Lord of the Rings, Spawn, World of Warcraft, a bunch of other random figures in fantasy. Nice. Got the original Knickerblocker Lord of the Rings. That'd be nice if you had some of them. Crikey. Pogs Magic. Yeah, when I get the walkers. Everybody got the Star Wars Tazos. Everybody got those, mate. Everybody got them. I don't know where mine are, actually. Yeah, everybody got them. Speak and spell. Everybody got them, everybody completed them. So there weren't hard to complete one. Star Wars. Everybody has Star Wars Pogs.
Okay, we're about to reveal.
Is Pogs even a toy? More of a game, yeah, you got a point.
It begins with the letter.
Thoughts on the Star Wars micro machines? The micro collection or the micro machines? I like the micro machines. I had a load of them. I still like them. I liked them better than the action fleet. What are we on now? We're on 90s? Or is it just...
Barbie's got to be the queen of the 90s. I mean, it's always going to be a woman.
Barbie's the queen of the 90s?
Barbie may have been around since the late 1950s, but it wasn't until the 90s that she dominated the UK.
Tell the story about the German prostitute.
On the British market and
No.
inexpensive adverts.
Didn't think they would.
Priority was given to none other than
Yeah, micro machines, yeah. I like them. I like the Star Trek ones, actually. I had a limited edition Excelsior with the wrong registration on it.
You got the longest hair ever.
Just check out how rad she looks in this advert.
Treated Pogs like a trading game, just collected them and put them in plastic sleeves and bind it. Yeah, that's what you do, innit? I got those Star Wars ones, and that's all. I'm not going to play the game. I'm just collected them.
Be whatever she wanted to be.
Micro machines were awesome. I wish I picked up more than back in the day.
And I think that's partly.
Still have your Air Wing Pilot and 3PO.
Girls perhaps were drawn towards.
You might be thinking of Action Fleet. Yeah.
Sorry to be the
Yeah, Action Fleet. It was all right, but
I
preferred the micro machines.
She highlighted all my
ship-wise, for Star Wars, if I collected the ships, I'd go for X-Wing miniatures. But they're expensive, but I love those. They're so detailed. They're brilliant. I'd love to collect those.
Relevant because they've moved her with the times.
Not necessarily play the game. I might do, but just the ships are just brilliant.
Inclusive Barbies.
Barbies has really stood a very.
Every time you hear Excelsior, you think of Stan Lee. No, I think of Star Trek 3.
Just look at her sat there. Not bad for a 60-year-old, is she? Barbie, you can be anything. Next up, we're going to infinity and beyond, although not literally. I just mean we're going to the next millennium.
Yeah, I suppose it was one of the.
We're going to the noughties. Isn't that right, Buzz? He says, yes, we are, Keith.
From the 90s, though, Buzz, wasn't it?
John Barrowman was voicing him. It's weird, isn't it?
Oh, God. You don't want Kylie to get me back. Well, I won't mind it.
There were robot reboots, a new line of dogs with plenty to say for themselves.
Yeah, Buzz Lightyear were 90s, wasn't it?
The whole family together.
95, 96. So let's see what we've got in the 2000s then. Doctor Who.
2005, Doctor Who got a reboot, and once again, a generation of children took refuge
Plenty of those.
behind the sofa to hide from the world's scariest robots.
They are the Cybermen. They probably were the most.
Oh, plenty of Doctor Who figures.
Adversary that Doctor Who had faced.
On the bright side, their return to the screen inspired one of the most popular toys of the decade.
Globe Kenner LGN Hasbro are a bigger rival company buying speed than Disney did. Actually, it came with figures and had working features like landing in a cockpit. So, yeah, but you want the space battles. You want the little smaller ones, don't you? Didn't you? You know what I mean? Search for Spock was a great film. It was, yeah.
Hello. Oh my God.
The music, I had it. I had it on tape and I played it over and over. I could do with it on vinyl. I want Star Trek 2 and 3 on vinyl.
From the scary world of space to the slightly weird world of this happy little bunch and their bedtime tales.
Teletubbies.
Iggle Piggle from the Night Garden wasn't just about cuddles.
Oh, Iggle Piggle.
Phrases and
I thought it was Teletubbies, because Teletubbies in the 90s, isn't it? Iggle Piggle. What the hell? No.
It mesmerises them. It's bizarre.
Plus, you act like you had a kick-ass animated series. Why isn't that on DVD? Licensing problems, probably.
I watched that scene.
Christopher Lloyd's Klingon is perfect. Klingon Hellhound figure was a belter. The Tog. Was it Tog? Or was that one of the Klingons? I don't know. Yeah, I said the wrong thing, Tog. Huh? What? I can't remember.
Imagine a magical moment. Let's say you watch Iggle Piggle. All of a sudden you've got.
No, but it's like in the 90s. Yeah, one of the like Furbies.
That must be amazing.
Furbies, Buzz Lightyear. You go for Pogs. Where have they been doing the research? They're obviously in the 20s and 30s, these researchers.
It's a modern spinning top.
Once serrated spinning discs are launched into an arena.
Still on the 2-disc widescreen Star Trek DVD, never grade. No point, is there?
Once they're there, they're competing as.
It's on net. Is it on Netflix? I think it's on Netflix. Or Amazon Prime. It's on one of them anyway. Again, this show's popular in the decade, not the decade's popular toys, yeah.
Were amazing. Put your phone down.
Yeah.
Get a tray out and get 2 bits of plastic and spin them at each other. That's how a proper child spent their day.
I think Aaron at Empire 138 shows the Pogs. So I got a number 2. It started out as an interesting watch, but it's turned out to be a bit of a comedy thing now, which is not bad. Brats, I've got one. Mrs. Later, Brat. Just Giles Brandis to know about brats. Why get Giles Brandis? Is he cheap?
No, girls, their eyes.
Who are these people? The toy experts have. He's been on once, the toy expert, and David Wiley's been on twice. There's Scratch. Yeah.
But it didn't
I ask myself that every day.
Chose the product that looked most like them. There was just something settling about the fact that there was something that looked like them.
But some would have gone from being a movie toy to being toys in general, like teddy bears. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. The legitimate toys, weren't them back in the 90s? Nobody could get them.
I'll be telling you which toy has claimed the top spot of the noughties. I like this mask, I'm keeping it.
What for another break?
Wednesday.
Oh dear, that one. That didn't last very long, did it? Obviously, we're getting up to an hour, aren't we? So, so let me know your questions. I ain't got any questions about toys. Toy expert here. Oh dear me. Yeah. So, I don't know if you've watched. I'm not going to talk about it now. Better not talk about it. Yeah, they're talking about it on Twitter. So, Tim, come on and ask me to my face. Oh dear. Christopher Lloyd, Klingon in a DeLorean. Yeah. Imagine if Klingons had time travel. It'd be like when Borg had the time travel. You hated Teletubbies? Oh, come on, there's always room for Teletubbies. You said the babysitter would never let me and my brother watch anything. That was TV. Right, 7. Don't know what that is. Well, but more interesting will be a documentary on the bargain bin residents of the UK toy culture, Beetlejuice, supernatural figures in the 80s. See, they don't do anything like that. That's just like a niche thing, isn't it? That's what us YouTubers. If there's anything you want me to do a video on, let me know. I've done a request video today, but I don't know when it's coming out. On the Adventure 2000 line I've got down there, the Matchbox. And somebody asked me about the connection between the Judge Dredd. I didn't know about it, so I've researched it. I've done a video today. It's up on Patreon now if you want to join Patreon. It's up on Patreon now. It's quite interesting. I learned something. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I always like learning. So when doing these videos, researching them, I'm learning too. As I'm doing the videos and telling other people about them. So if there's anything you want to know, anything, that's in the back of your mind, or anything that you do know that's quite interesting that you want me to talk about, let me know. So that's this Denmark, and they're like Star Wars. They have no moving backing them for years. What's that? Oh, Buzz and Woody, yeah. TVY7. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I'm from the UK. I don't know what that is. Looking forward to 2021. Just because we're going to a different year doesn't mean it's still not going to be shit, What the hell was that? I hope he's not going to have a bloody party tonight down there, because I want to go to bed early tonight. Rock and roll. There's going to be nothing on TV, is there? I might just watch YouTube or find something to watch. Highlander was on last night. What a fantastic film. I had to watch it all the way through, even though I've watched it 50 million times. Toy Galaxy and Analog Toys are great channels for learning stuff. Analog Toy doesn't get on with me, because I made a joke once on his live stream and he didn't like it. But there you go. Toy Galaxy, yeah, but they've got people behind them, haven't they? I don't know if Analog Toys has. I know Retro Boston's got a big. It's a big company now, isn't it? Well, it's just me. I know I've got Pally Boys. It'd be nice to get all us Pally Boys in like one community, and if we all lived close, we could do like a proper company. That'd be quite good.
So I'm one of those people that's like, no, I don't want to.
It's interesting how pro-repro collectors fail to mention grading companies that don't accept grade repro.
This is a health and safety night.
Point. That's a point.
I definitely feel like I punched my brother.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Somebody nutted their gram.
Just collect the way you want.
Come on.
Always collect the way you want. Me, I want the original thing.
We can move on with our lives.
Who don't love a game of tennis?
Like I've just said, that's just Star Wars though. I've just re-chromed a G1 Transformer, which I think is quite acceptable. But I would never chrome anything Star Wars. See, Star Wars is a different beast in it. It's a total different beast. It is. It is. It's whatever people say. It's just something that's totally different from any other toy line.
It's gonna happen, go one.
Pie face, that's
It's quite messy. And I think possibly childhood has become too clean.
2015 was Pie Face's year, seeing it crowned Toy of the Year.
And then you put your face like that. Oh god, it's
That's still allowed?
Tense. There's something so, and all you get is a bit of pie in your face.
Hey, biker. I feel like watching Xena. Xena's better than Wonder Woman in my pack. No. No. Linda Carter. Wonder Woman. I mean, I love Gal Gadot.
with motion and sound detectors triggering sweet gestures and cute noises.
Death Star explosion countdown for tonight.
Trying to kiss me.
Obviously, loves to know
Hope
it.
it's not my bloody pallet island.
Active now, it was
Xenia and Buffy.
by an ex-NASA engineer.
They were
This
total
was
90s.
Tech at a really affordable price point, and I think that
Watch some BBC Scotland Scotch and Rye episodes tonight. Relive the 80s. Sure.
It's all about how you talk to them. Say hello to them.
Oh, you from Scotland?
These little grips
Where,
sold
whereabouts in Scotland are you?
in 2018 in the UK alone.
How would 2020 end? It's just another day. It's just a number. It's not. Nothing's going to change tomorrow, you know. This disease is not going to disappear. We're still going to be stuck in his houses. And besides, it's COVID-19, so it was 2019 we should be pissed off about, not 2020. 2020 is going like, what?
Hatchimals broke around. Kind of a bit of a marvel. It's a toy that unboxes.
Grew up with Scotch and Rye episodes and Hungry classic. All right, I'll have to check that out. Being a plastic, I'm not actually a plastic Scotsman. I've got quarter Scottish in me. Something. There's part Scottish in me anyway. I've got a kilt. Does that count?
Oh, I feel it.
Is UK grading as effective as AFA grading? I wouldn't know because I don't get graded, but I am going to try and get my Takara R2 graded. So I'm going to see what UKG. Hollow Chronicles are going to. I think one's going to do a cast and one's going to do AFA. The thing is, you're sending your thing through the post. It might go missing. Somebody who's having a bad day might think, "Oh, this bloody crap is that," and give you a 60.
I mean,
So you know. Oh, I've got to turn that off. I will get done. Disney, crikey. Disney will be shutting me down.
Wait, or press the button and get that repetitive song.
So yeah, I'll do a review on UKG, but I've not used grading services before. I suppose they're all about the same, to be honest with you. But the only things I get, the only thing loose I get graded is that, obviously, and the DT Saber Luke. But I don't mind grading carded figures. So it keeps them safe. I've only got one carded figure down there, and it's in an acrylic case. That's good enough for me. I know it's crap. It's a crap. The card's excellent, but the bubbles all cracked. So there's no point in me trying to get that graded. See, I think, yeah, it's a collector grading. Yeah, if you're grading everything, that's fair enough. But most graders just get it to up the value to resell it. Oh, lol, surprise. I know one of our auctions at Hanson's was the Palatoy Rep die-cast Thai bomber, and it sold for $2.5 grand, and it was in the last Vectis auction because he's had it graded. He had it graded and tried to get more for it in the Vectis auction, but it didn't sell. So there you go.
This basically changed the small doll experience. Before LOL,
I had Evil Knievel bike and sidecar. Oh, Signway. I'd love an Evil Knievel. That's one of the things I'm looking for. I'm going to do a video about things I'm looking for this next year. And Evil Knievel is one of the things that I really want. Only 1,000 were made. Only sold in UK and Germany. No idea what happened to it. Oh. Yes, it counts, mate. You need to like, I love Iron Brew. Love Iron Brew. Battered Haggis, Iron Brew. Fried Mars back. Come on. I need to get a haggis for Burns night. Anyway. Support Scotland. I do. Andy Robertson, come on. Best player Liverpool's got. I judge Xena and Wonderman like I'll have just coffee. Bigger cup size wins. No need for that. More than an handful. It's a waste. The reason I dislike grading is it inflates the price. Yeah, there's that. Rather grading is just about knowing the quality of the item. It is. You know the quality of your own item. That's what gets me too.
If you was to ask me what was the best-selling toy of all time, it's got to be
Lego.
I would imagine.
Yeah. Of course it is.
The word Lego means play.
But it was number 4 on your list in the 70s.
Kids around the world
or whenever.
spend 5 billion hours a day playing with this stuff.
Okay.
Trying to make it my little
Whatever.
I just think that brick is just so versatile. You know, you have to put something together.
Like you can have massive robots.
Mark, you can't say beforehand. You will review them, and they will give you max scores now.
Who's in Tak, Denmark? Which I think's Norwegian, but it's near enough, isn't it?
No, I can't do that. They won't do it anyway.
There we have it. A simple brick takes the crown of our favourite
Ungraded 90% item is the same as a graded 90% item. Yeah. Hey, Chris.
All that's left now is to say ta-ra and tidy this lot up.
I should put these comments up. Sorry. It's finished now anyway. It was crap, wasn't it? Basically, we got to talk, didn't we? So let's mute that. We'll have a bit of a chat, I think, for about a quarter of an hour or so. We've got a few comments, so keep your comments going. We can talk properly now. I can move my chair now and move me Mac. Oh, that's better. That's better. Highly skeptical grading. I would never get a figure graded. I would never say never. Never say never. To be honest with you. Oh, I'll turn that off. This is me, no part 2 if you like it. Yeah. Like I said earlier, each your own. Collect the way you want to. That's why I would never buy a graded item. I'd buy a graded item. I have done in the past. That Rebel Commander, I cracked it open. Probably because the case was broken anyway. But I've got a loose collection, so I wanted it loose. But I've not opened the 3PO baggie. What does that tell you? If you're going to sell something, then it's worth grading first. Yeah, it sells more money. Crazy. It is crazy. Oh, wow. Nice. Can I come live with you? Have you got a spare room? Oh, dear. I don't sell any items that will be worth grading, really. Everything's worth grading. I would keep it in my collection and not sell it until I'm like 80 years old. Not far then, John. Okay, I'm older. I know. You could just have only authenticate and preserve an item and not grade it. Yeah, but it's still... Why would you do that? For me, R2. No, they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it. There's no way they'd do that. I wouldn't want them to. So I know, I mean, I've only ever seen one before it was carded, but that looks quite... And talking of me R2, here's Marky Deal sold it to me. I still owe him 50 quid for it, like, but a few graded items is Zucker's focus. Whether that I wouldn't care about grading items. Would you have ever got it graded then? Would you ever got that graded? So I'm really tempted to, because I want to keep it. It's going to go in the cabinet anyway, so I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, you had a long paper round. Oh dear. I picked up some classic Star Wars and Empire Chops trading cards over the week. Oh, nice. I like some of those. I like anything vintage, basically. You name it. I want it. That's another room now I have to complete, yeah. Well, which ones did we get? We got the blue and the green ones, didn't we? We only got 2 of the colours, didn't we? Or is it yellow and blue? Yeah, I am subscribed to the Cast YouTube channel as well. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to be happy. I'm happy to have it because I actually did my top 5 vintage pickups, and I didn't even put him in the video because I didn't want. I I haven't paid for him yet, so I've not officially bought him yet. So I might go into next year's video. Top 100. No, John. No. Now I'll leave that up to you. Brexit affect probably. It'll affect John sending me stuff. But it won't affect me. I might have to pay a bit more. But it's the person that sends it now is going to have to pay the tax, even if it's a gift. So no more John Baldry lab pulses anymore. So I normally try and buy from in the UK, to be honest with you. If it's something like, I mean, there's a lot of things that we can't get, and if it's just in America, it's going to be it's far too expensive anyway to get things shipped over. It's only like £10 for me to ship something to America, but it's like something like, was it $24, something like that, the lowest to ship to me, and it's going to go up now. I see a lot of Batman figures and vehicles ended in 9 minutes on eBay. Wow, nice. Well, 89 Batman, or there you go. I have my first 3 submissions to cast coming back. Should have them Monday according to tracking. Normally don't grade though. I hope you're going to do. I'm sure you're going to do a video on those. I'll look forward to that. Definitely look forward to that. Especially it's your first grading thing you got back. I mean, if I brought a vinyl cape Jawa, yeah, if you're going to buy one, you need to know before you buy it. That is something I would never buy on eBay unless I knew the person, because the vinyl cape is so easy. Yeah, I mean, I have had one in the shop that I didn't know about. I had one person say it was all right and one saying no, so I didn't have it. I didn't have it in the shop. It was a seller's that somebody brought it in for me to sell in the shop, and I said no, I can't, because I couldn't verify it. I am really happy with him. You know I am. I think I mention him every live stream, every video. Hey, that program was pants. Why weren't you here for it then? Hey, I don't know. All right, toy fans. Yeah, 5 top series, 3 altogether. Blue, red, green. Yeah, but we got the blue. Did we get the blue and red? Oh, the blue and the green. I think blue and green on it. What you got? 80s, 90s Batman. Nice. Is any doubles? Let me know. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. Especially it's his first, because there's the action figure graded channel that I like watching, but he gets everything graded, and he can't really. I mean, I'm not saying anything against him, but I think his perspective is of getting everything graded, so everything that's graded is good. With somebody that hasn't had anything graded and they're getting something, the first thing graded, it's like a different perspective, isn't it? I went to the video shop and said, "Can I rent Batman Forever?" I went, "No, you can only have it for one night." Boom! I'm going to say this is mental. It is, isn't it? And the custom cops is coming in. Yeah, there's just no gift anymore. You cannot put gift. Got lucky high-end carbonite. But still high-end earphones because they're an extra €50. I won't buy anything from abroad in electronic. You never know. Hey, Tim. What were you saying on Twitter? I couldn't read something about me and you know who. Yeah. Happy New Year, everybody. Yeah, it's New Year's Eve, isn't it? Yeah. I was only going to do an hour. So I'm not going to stay for long. Stop talking to me. Oh dear. Right then. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night. Tomorrow next year. I've got all 5 sets of the Star Wars Topps card. Wow, including the Boner card. Try and get that autographed. Oh dear. Why did the turd go to the doctor? Go on, John. Why did the turd go to the doctor? Let's type in this now. Come on, we're waiting for this. Come on, John. You can do it. Hey, John McGuire. Action video creator must be rich. I don't think he is. I think he just diverts some money that... He must have a good job, put it that way. You don't have to be rich to have nice things. That's just it. You've got to be tight with the purse strings. And, yeah, I suppose, yeah, you have to have a bit of money to get everything graded, I suppose. Yeah, saving up. I'll be safe. I'm going to bed. What is it? There's 4 hours to go. Yeah, he refuses to sign it. He'll rip it up. If you try to give it to him, he'll rip it up. Simple as that. So don't give it to him. Because he felt like crap. Or was that worth waiting for? Oh dear, very poor. In fact, I am 3PO book turned right off. Hey, it turned me the other way actually, because I know what kind of guy he is with Kenny Baker and everything like that. Yeah, I've met him. I've got his autograph and everything like that. So it's quite funny. Put it that way. It's quite funny, and he knows what he wants. Basically, that's what he's about. But yeah, it's all right. Right. What time are we on? I'm going to turn that banner off now. See, I've got new titles. New titles ready for tomorrow. He came across as a self-important. Yeah, he puts that on a bit. Some of it's kind of true, and some of it's half of that. He's a bit like that, but he puts it on in the book. Yeah. How many graders are in the UK? UKG, and that's it. How do you become one? Can you put acrylic together? I think that's the basic thing. Is really anybody could be a grader. It's been able to put that that acrylic together. Like John's doing. John's going to do. Hey, John, why don't you become a grader? Because you know your figures. You know how to grade. I think you should do that. That'd be good if we both did it. I did it in the UK, you did it in the US. That'd be quite interesting. Seeing that Anthony Daniels says Star Wars concert, but yeah, it bugs me with the relationship with Kenny Baker was bad. Yeah, Kenny Baker tried to befriend him, didn't he? And he wanted them actually to be a double act going round the circuit, being a double act, and 3PO and Anthony Daniels wouldn't have that. It's totally below him. There's a new one called Figure Graders. Interesting. They do not look good at all. Should we try them? How much are they? I'm not sending that. I'm going to get a figure and send it to them, I think. See what they say. That'd be quite interesting. I'm going to send that to UKJ and send another one to this Figure Graders. Sure, all an act. Yeah. Not totally. I'd say about 70% of it. Also, get that card he tears up, print on a t-shirt, and it's probably walk out. You can't smell, touch, or run around the room poo-pooing. You can. Ooh. Oh dear. Is that what you do? Is that what you do? I think mine do them by themselves at night. We should do a Star Wars Toy Story. That'd be pretty good. He's going to try and make some acrylic cases, so put your orders in now. Yeah, I was thinking about doing it, but like you said, the acrylic sheets are too expensive for me. Buying them from Wix or B&Q or somewhere are just too expensive. And so I should do the Human Master Universe Classic figures from a few years ago. Why don't you just do the ones that are coming out now? Baker wanted to show another man, the mask lads at the convention. He said no. Yeah, he wanted them because Kenny Baker was a club man. He used to go around all the clubs. He was a showman before, and it was afterwards. To be honest with you, and he asked Anthony Daniels because there's a double act. They'd have been brilliant, wouldn't they? But he wouldn't have it. Just as independent graders. Oh dear, Warren. I didn't read your joke. It probably didn't come through if it's rude. It won't come through on my chat on StreamYard. If you put rude words in, it probably won't come through. Even if I can't stay long, but I wish to it. Happy New Year, Luke. Lovely. So is that the answer to the joke? You'll have to put it in words that you can have on, because it can come up here. It's probably up on. It's probably for hold. And since Tez has buggered off with his spanner, I didn't get it, mate. I didn't get it. So redo it again. Something about rabbits. We could have a shop just down the road that sells sheets. Oh, you have a shop down the road that sells the sheets. That is amazing. Do it. Do it. I don't know why you haven't done it before. Yeah. Yeah. There's another one, isn't it? Is Hammerhead or I forgot. It's one of the Cantina aliens that's in it as well. What is this card that rails Anthony Daniel so much? 3PO with his dick out. Super pick him. Nobody gets 9 point. I don't think nobody does anyway. So don't worry about it. Shabby's top 10 was top today. Top 10. I thought I did that the other day. I just put another one up. I've just done another top 5. I've done one top 5. I've just done another one top 5. It's on my Patreon. If anyone wants to go onto my Patreon, there's like three or four videos up there now that ready to go on YouTube. Or is it what do you do when a man with a load of rabbits shoved up his bottom? Or did you put something, or did you put arse or something like that? Warren. That's funny. That's funny. Are we doing jokes tonight? Right, I'm going to have to go anyway. I don't have to, but I just don't want to use the StreamYard up. Basically. We've got until the 17th of January. I don't want to miss out on Pally Boys, do we? So, yeah, thank you for watching, everybody. Watching the crap show. It was really crap, wasn't it? I'm going to... I think we all should put a tweet out to Channel 4 to say how crap it was and to get the Pally Boys on the next one. I could put him on. Right. Matt's got a new top 10 out as well. So watch that. Look for mine as well. Loads of videos coming out. Right. See you all tomorrow next year. Happy New Year.